You feel it? I ain't never faking up.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Coming this way. Here we go. Check out.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now McNair. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. 22, check, over. 22, check, over.
Now a first down throw. McNabb. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Yeah, what, twin?
On first down, it's McNabb. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards. All told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Come on, set.
34-yard line.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Check safety, check safety.
2nd and 11. Will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on second, McNabb. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. These two teams all tied after 1. A play fake. Now McNabb. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go!
Now it's McNabb. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Out of the gun, McNabb. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's McNabb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's McNabb. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a give, right side. Hines, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go play action. It's McNabb. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. This is taken at the 23. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Hines. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 43 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, Johnson. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 52.
To throw, McNabb. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. McNabb to throw. And he'll find Hall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. McNabb. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win. This game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Even. 4 down. Ready, go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now McNabb. He is going to find Hill here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Let's go, B, let's go.
And the Colts first down.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Echo.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
I'm going back to you. Back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 45 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready, 90. Wolf. Defense, keep it up, guys. C6. Mike 8. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Mike 8. We won't do.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's right. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Myers' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They run with Hines. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Hines. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a first down throw. McNabb. Open man is Higgins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 11. He's going to let it fly. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 26 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? Choose the mic, boys. 52. Let's go, D.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason?